The Buddha once said, "Thought manifests into word. Word becomes deed. Deed develops into habit, and habit hardens into character." So watch the thought and its ways with care, because what's inside spills out. Join me for Meditation Mondays. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fly Studio. My name is Mackenzie, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Whatever time you've decided to watch this video, we are here to continue our study and practice of meditation. So a lot of what I am saying is directly coming from this book right here. I wanted to show you Loving Kindness, The Revolutionary Art of Happiness by Sharon Salzberg. So I'll link it below if you are interested in learning firsthand more about this method. This is actually video number 4, a part of a series. So if you've missed out on 1, 2, and 3, go ahead and go back and check those out first. This is a progressive practice, so they really build upon one another, and it's essential that you start at the beginning. So without further ado, go ahead and create your meditation space. Even if that means you need to pause the video to take your time, no rush. Getting some socks to make sure your feet are warm, clearing the clutter, trying to remove yourself from as much noise as possible, then eventually come into an easy seat. And together, you and I will close our eyes. Now that the body is still, try to remain still for the duration of this meditation. This one's not too long and not too short. Hopefully just right, about 15 minutes or so. So spend these first few moments settling into optimum comfort. Good. Notice the sounds around you. Notice the feelings within you. Notice the buzz of your brain. Taking just a general inventory of where and who you are. So far in our meditative study, we have learned the stages of metta meditation. First, cultivating kind and loving thoughts for the self. Then to another, a person you would call the benefactor, someone who you have respect for. And in video 3, we learned of the neutral person, someone who you have no particular tie to, someone whom you haven't formed an opinion of yet. Today, the 4th person that we will build or add to our practice is one that we will call the difficult person. Someone who you might say just gets under your skin. So continue to sit in stillness and silence and bring to mind someone in your life whom you have difficulty being around, difficulty understanding, communicating, difficulty forgiving. And without trying to force or fabricate a certain feeling, just invite or call that person to mind and see what comes up. Notice if you feel any nudge or pull of aversion. Feelings of anger, feelings of hatred. In Buddhist psychology, aversion is known as the far enemy of metta. Buddhism says there are two ways aversion can express itself. There is an outpouring of aversion that manifests itself in hatred and anger, or an inflooding of aversion, which manifests itself in fear, disappointment, guilt. So observe in your seat here and now, bringing to mind the difficult person in your life. Are you feeling any of these emotions? Just like a storm, when the conditions are right, weather is inevitable. So understand that though you cannot stop anger from rising, you can shift your relation to anger. There are positive aspects to anger. Anger helps you set boundaries. Anger does not tolerate injustice. Anger helps you see through the surface appearance of things, helps you see through artificial, and get right down to the bottom of things. Helps you remember what you've forgotten, helps you see what's hidden underneath. So when you think of this difficult person, if you feel anger, know that there is good within this difficult emotion. Anger is necessary to maintain balance. Yes, it is okay to be upset. But yogis would say, anger, when left unattended, tends to rage like a forest fire. Savage in character, a forest fire burns hot and bright, destroying everything in its path, including itself. Fire burns until it burns itself. So ask yourself, are you willing to lose yourself in anger? Who are you really angry at? Maybe the better question is, what are you really angry at? For most of us, what we're actually angry at is the anger that we receive. So what do we do to combat aversion and all of its expressions? Hatred, anger, disappointment, guilt, fear. We practice the art of forgiveness. Not to free another from the wrongs that they've done, but rather to free ourselves from bondage in the past. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone violence, that you approve of abuse, that you allow injustice to continue. But rather, it's an invitation for inner relinquishment. Bring your difficult person to mind again. And whatever the image in your mind's eye makes you feel, sit with those feelings. Try not to shy away. And don't forgive for that person, forgive for yourself. Traditional metta works with forgiveness in 3 parts. You could repeat after me aloud or quietly to yourself. If I have harmed another being, knowingly or unknowingly, I ask for forgiveness. Those who have harmed me, whether knowingly or unknowingly, I offer forgiveness. And if I have ever harmed myself, knowingly or unknowingly, I offer forgiveness. Even if these phrases do not produce an immediate effect of release, of relief, say the words softly again to yourself. Lean into the power of intention and trust that they will take root and create change over time. Sit a moment longer. Bring awareness back into your body. Hear the world around you. And prepare to move from inner experience back out into external. Breathe in through your nose. Easy sigh out through your mouth. And gently allow your eyes to blink open. Beautiful work. Today is not an easy practice, and I don't know if it ever gets easier. So I encourage you to continue going, even if adding the layer of working with the difficult person creates difficult feelings within. Keep at it. I am always here as a resource for you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to comment below with the biggest takeaway from today's course. Again, check out Loving Kindness, and we will be back next Monday continuing our meditation practice. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a great day.